natural, but will also be good content. Yeah. Sometimes brands are gonna ask you to do things that is gonna make the content a little worse. We push back on those. Some things are absolutely necessary, and other things they're willing to flex on. Let me give you a really good example. We flew to Vegas to promo S25. It would have been very easy for us to just do the S25 COD mobile ad for 2 hours and get off stream. That's bad business. That's the bare minimum. So, okay, how can we sandwich that with other content that has very high appeal? I told Chris to search all over Vegas, thank you, for things that were very interesting to do so that we can make a longer stream out of it, and the Samsung thing would be the one part of it. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So now I'm not just doing an ad and getting paid. Now I'm sandwiching good content in there. Yeah. Especially if you're traveling somewhere, there's gems in every city. For the Samsung thing, we found the pawn shop, the famous pawn shop from the show Pawn Stars. Mm-hmm. We gotta go there. So we started off with something we knew was gonna give us a good title and thumbnail. Not thumbnail, because it's not YouTube, but we did upload it on YouTube. So Pawn Shop is gonna be in the title, content plan, Pawn Shop. Pawn Shop is going to bring people in. They're going to be excited to see the Pawn Shop. We went in there, we shopped. Dylan was there with us, so we're doing it with someone that the chat also knows and loves. And so that brings people in. In between that, we have S25 ad. We made the changes to make it as interesting as possible. We want to retain as much viewership as possible. But then after that, we don't want people to leave once the ad comes in there. So to keep as many people in there as possible, let's do something after. So we found this restaurant where, like, if you don't finish the food you order, you get spanked. It's called Heart Attack Grill. But that's a gem, though. Like, you have to research that. So then we went to Heart Attack Grill. So you can hear me as I'm doing the ad. I'm telling chat, like, we're going to Heart Attack Grill later. You're not going to want to miss it. So now there's an ad, but there's something before to bring people in, something after to keep people there, and there's an ad that we tried our best to optimize. We're getting money. We're doing great content. Everybody wins. So that's an example of what you should be trying to do with Droptix, with Bays, and with Moon Oral Beauty. In your own ways. The first thing you have to know is what their expectations are. Some brands, like Droptix, for example, they might just want awareness. They want people to know what their product is. Right. Some brands, Bays, maybe they want conversion, right? Maybe they want people to click the link and go buy the product. So you have to understand what specifically it is they want so that you can help them deliver that. For Webull, they wanted conversion. They wanted people to go to the platform. That was the pocket watching class. And they wanted people to use their trading platform. So I understand that. That's something that I referenced throughout the thing. And I found ways to include it into my lesson that didn't feel like it was taken away from the content. Like, it's so much, it's so easy to do brand deals in ways that, like, are fun. And the thing is once you start to build a portfolio, you'll get more and more fun brand deals. It'll be easy. Once you're doing brand deals with the brands you use anyway, like the clothes you wear anyway, and the events you like to go to anyway, the Rolling Louds, like layups. You're getting paid to, at that point, do what you want. Yeah. That's what we're trying to get to.